Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Idaho Business Podcast. We're just excited to have you guys join us again. As always, we are sponsored by Health West. These guys are a fantastic group to go for your medical needs throughout Idaho, especially they have many locations within Pocatello. Today, man, I was just thinking, many of us, we're business leaders, we're business owners, and we're just juggernauts. And sometimes we're just treading through the snow, the mud, figuratively, and sometimes literally for our businesses. And we are just, feasting on the words of business podcasts, business books, anything we can do to make our businesses better, keep our minds keen and bright. But I feel at times, and maybe I'm just talking for me, but maybe some of you can relate, but maybe some of you are like, nah, I'm completely different. This does not relate to me. And if that's the case, all the power to you. But for me, I'll go for months at a time, and I'm loving my business podcasts, and I'm loving my different business books that I'm reading and I'm diving into or listening to on Audible. And man, I just got to a point at the end of February. I'm just like, you know what? I gotta give myself a different change here, because it was feeling monotonous, and it was feeling like things were getting stale around me. I was going to work. I was trying to implement different things and trying to be this better person. And I don't know. I just didn't have anything really to look forward to. It was just kind of the same old thing every day. I'm going to listen to these business books. I'm going to do this and this. So I felt like I needed a good distraction to kind of bring me back to my base again. So what I did is I remember back years ago, I loved these novels, and this was like I said, this is just me, an author named Vince Flynn. And so I started that novel set again. And I didn't get through the whole series. So I started it. And now I'm like, it was the end of November until now, I think I'm 13 or 14 books in. And I've loved life. I've completely cut out all my different business podcasts. And I know I have a business podcast right now, and you're listening to a business podcast. But if that's what it takes for you to get a reset and for you to get your mojo back, by all means, do what you need to do to get where you need to be, to find that reset button to get you within your stride again. So I get into these books, either read them or listen to them on Audible, and man, I look forward to them. I do in my morning on my cardio equipment at the gym. I look forward to cardio, which that's an anomaly on its own, that you look forward to cardio. So that's been a big one for me. So the big thing here is find a change in your routine. Maybe you're not a reader. Maybe you're not into that kind of stuff. Maybe it's something different that you need to do with your routine. Maybe it's literally you have your day all lined out for you hour by hour. And you're getting to that point that you're like, oh man, if my day and my life is feeling like Groundhog's Day, change it up a little bit. You still find some productivity in your day, but maybe change things up a little bit. And maybe take something that's productive and make it more fun. Maybe there's a meeting you're supposed to be doing with a client, on a certain day, why don't try to move, the sun's coming out. Why don't you try to move that meeting to the golf course? Why don't you try to move that meeting to a more fun venue? Do different fun things to make fun in your life again. So you bring that concept to your life that you're like, wow, I can still run a business. I can still lead a business team and have some fun. I don't have to live this mundane life and make money, come home, say hi to my wife and kids or my husband and kids, and go to sleep, wake up, repeat. Try to find that break in routine. And then I will tell you this, as you do that, let's step back. If you don't do that and you don't find that break and you feel like, man, this is like Groundhog Day, I feel like, and again, this is just me, I feel like your confidence starts to waver a little bit, and your self-confidence goes down a little bit because it's day in, day out, and it's the same. And I feel that as you change your routine and implement maybe keeping promises that you make to yourself, if you're making promises to yourself and you're not keeping them, that's something that that's gonna greatly impact your self-confidence. Maybe it's as simple as, hey, when I get home, I know I should spend time, playing dolls with my daughters. I know I should spend time, shooting some hoops with my sons, or, playing catch with them, or whatever it is. Even if it's 10, 15 minutes a day, keep that promise. One of my healthy goals I've done for myself is I'm going to the gym in the morning. After I get home from the gym and before I shower, I literally do this breathing routine by Wim Hof, another book I read, which if you guys want to read a great book, it's called What Doesn't Kill Us. And you'll love that book. But I do this breathing routine that literally takes me 10, 11 minutes every day, but it's helping me to relax. It's helping me to oxygenate my body. And that's one of the promises I told myself I'm going to do every day. And that's something that empowers me, that every time I keep that promise to myself, that I have that more that self-confidence creeps in more and more. So as you do these things, you're going to have those good distractions, and you're going to have the self-confidence creep in. So I hope this short and sweet podcast today will help you guys realize these things, and you can keep out pacing your competitors by keeping things fresh in your mind. And you guys can go out there and continue to serve those around you, stay grateful, stay positive, and just go out there and impact people. Until next time, adios and have a great day.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.